eating 100 years of airplane food, 100 years of school lunches, and 100 years of fast food. But first we're starting with airplane food. I came all the way to the airport for this. And I don't know why I brought a suitcase. Starting with the 1910s, where a plane ticket only cost $5.
If it was only $5, I wonder what the food looked like.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
So here we have a sandwich, cookies, and some fruit.
Well, obviously in the 1910s, airplanes were, you know, pretty new. So this is a pretty basic meal.
Only airplanes that were in the sky were ones with propellers, so they were a little bit more dangerous.
Probably pretty bumpy, hence the no drink, maybe?
Wait, why don't we have a drink? Well, I call the chocolate chip cookie.
Okay, I'll taste the apple.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty good apple. And then we have what looks like a turkey, ham, lettuce sandwich.
Oh, it's not bad.
The 1910s for airplane food, pretty good, very basic.
Have a bite.
No, I think we're good. Let's move on to the 1920s. The 1920s, where planes were still super new, so the rides were not very smooth.
Why is there so much turbulence?
I don't know. They actually used food as a distraction.
Oh, wait, it stopped.
We have some cold fried chicken, fruit cocktail, chocolate, and some tea.
Ooh.
Okay, the flight attendant made sure to say cold fried chicken, and that is because in the 1920s, they did not have the tools on board to heat things up.
Ew. So nothing came hot.
No, everything is cold.
Let's try the cold fried chicken.
Not good?
I'm okay on that one.
1920s, honestly, if the plane had a lot of turbulence, this would have distracted me.
The chicken would have distracted me because of how bad it was.
All right, we're flying into the 1930s where a plane ticket cost $75.
It's getting so much more expensive.
Yeah, it started at $5 and now it's at $75.
This looks good.
Whoa.
Roasted chicken, bread, salad, vanilla pudding, and some milk.
Is this chicken cold too?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Still don't have microwaves on board, okay? Yeah, I think they just give
What
you...
is it for?
They can't toast it, so...
Just to eat?
Yeah.
Or is it to do this?
Hey ya! Hey ya! Vanilla pudding. Pudding's good.
Oh my gosh. You almost spilled all your food. Ew, why is it brown? Yeah, this tastes like it's from the 1930s too.
Hopefully in the 1940s they have microwaves. We're going into the 1940s where a plane ticket cost $95.
$95 back then was like $1,000 today.
That's pretty expensive, so the food better be pretty good.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Okay, what do we have here?
So we have meatloaf, mashed potatoes with some veggies, and cookies and some tea again.
Okay.
All right, well, I am not trying the meatloaf.
So the 1940s was the end of cold foods and they introduced warm foods using microwaves.
I'm gonna try the mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try the cookie.
I already tried the cookie. You don't need to try it again.
Okay, the cookie's good.
Some broccoli.
Some tea. Mmm,
Pretty good.
the tea's good. All right, well, there you have it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. This is what the meatloaf looked like in the 1940s.
That is nasty.
Like what?
Like, look at that.
Are
No,
you
thank
actually not trying this?
I will not try that. Excuse me.
Excuse me, flight attendant?
Can we get something else for the meatloaf? It doesn't look that good.
That's it we have.
Okay, well, like, would you eat this?
No.
Well, then why would you serve it to us?
So you can eat it.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, just take.
The 1950s, where a plane ticket cost $105.
Okay, so not too bad. Only the richest people actually traveled on planes at this time because this was when the jet age happened.
Oh, so what are you doing on the plane? So I have a feeling we're about to get a first class meal.
Okay, it's gonna be good. Watch this, 1950s. Oh,
Whoa. Okay, so it looks like we have pasta,
fancy. Fettuccine.
a charcuterie board, and tea.
All right, well, I'm gonna try the,
That's not tea.
what is it?
I think it's whiskey.
Oh, I'm gonna try a little bit of the cheese.
Okay. So in the 1950s, they started having full-blown kitchens on board, hence why the food is probably much better.
This is good. Look, they even give you olives. Open your mouth.
Dude, no,
Here,
I don't
catch
like
it.
olives. You're gonna throw it at
No,
my
I'm not.
face. Ow! Some pasta.
How is it?
It's really good.
All this was actually really good. This was probably the best one yet.
In the 1950s, air travel was much more accessible to people, so it was more of like a family ordeal, which means like, you know, crying babies and things like that.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a crying baby. There's one on this plane too right now.
Hey, shut up!
Okay. All right, let's go to the 1960s.
Yeah, let's move on. The 1960s, where a plane ticket cost $120, and how is this baby still crying? It's been 10 years.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, what do we have here?
Food's here.
Whoa. Okay, and what is this?
Steak, asparagus, pastries, and milk.
So the 1960s was the decade where they started bringing chefs on board.
Oh my gosh, fancy.
Yes, very gourmet.
It looks very gourmet. I'm gonna try the croissant.
Some asparagus.
The croissant is delicious. It's a butter croissant.
Asparagus is good. They should bring back private chefs on planes.
All right, let's give this steak a try.
How is the steak?
So good. It is like perfectly done.
Okay, this is really good. Like, can we speak to the chef?
We're not on a real plane.
Oh, there's no chef here?
No, there's no chef here.
Oh, we're not on a real plane. We're flying into the 1970s where a plane ticket cost $150.
Oh my gosh. You know, it's getting more expensive, but the food is honestly getting pretty good.
I think the 1970s might prove that. Wow.
Whoa.
This is insane.
Is that lobster?
It is. We have lobster, pudding, rice, peanuts, and a Coke.
Lexi, the lobster's all yours. I mean, I know how much you like it. It's like a rice pilaf. Mmm.
The rice is good?
Rice is delicious.
Okay, I'm gonna have some peanuts. Good peanuts.
Chocolate pudding, nothing gets better than that.
It is time for the lobster. Here we go.
The cockroach of the sea.
Okay, this is phenomenal.
I want to live in the 1970 era because I want to have this on a plane and not just pretzels and peanuts.
So Brent, you know how we just ate a lot of good food back to back?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's all about to change in the 1980s.
Why?
A plane ticket cost $200 and air travel was in really high demand, so they had to find a way to cut costs. And unfortunately, they chose to do that with the food.
Oh, wait, what?
You know how you just said you didn't want pretzels?
Yeah, no pretzels.
Well, this is the first time we're gonna eat them.
No, first things first, let's get rid of this.
Oh, hey!
So we went from a lobster tail to just like plain spaghetti. Let's get some good spaghetti here. So that's actually not bad. Yeah, this is definitely a downgrade from the 1970s.
The 1990s, where a plane ticket costs $245, and for that, you get somebody kicking the back of your seat
Stop it.
and a crying baby. Cut it out.
What do we got?
Whoa! We have McDonald's? Okay, we have a McDonald's McMuffin, French fries, raisins, and some milk.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest, I don't like raisins.
The reason why they were serving fast food on planes is because there was an increase in customers, so they had to serve the food in a timely fashion.
So we have a sausage McMuffin from McDonald's. That's actually really good.
Some French fries?
Let's try it. Sausage McMuffin. Now
is it?
that's good.
I'm not mad about this.
Oh, me neither. I can do this all day.
Be sure to stay till the end of the video because the 90s had some of the best food. 2000s where a plane ticket cost $350.
What?
Yeah.
Why is it getting so expensive?
I do not know. But you guys, because of 9/11, the food was very limited because of a potential security risk. This food might be pretty bland.
And it looks like someone like threw up in their mouth and then like put it on the plate.
So here we have grilled chicken, salad, mashed potatoes, chocolate mousse, and Coke.
Mashed potato. Okay, the mashed potato's good.
All right, the chocolate mousse. Okay, maybe this meal isn't so depressing after all.
Chicken. Yeah, this is the airplane food I'm used to eating. Not good.
In 2010, a plane ticket cost $400.
The toilet didn't flush.
You used the toilet?
Yeah, and it didn't flush.
This isn't a real plane. Why would you use the toilet?
Well, no one told me that.
We literally just went over this. In 2010, a plane ticket cost $450.
I'm sorry, what? $450 for this?
Wow. So on-demand dining was more popular in the 2010s. This was the introduction of Biscoff cookies.
I do have to admit, the Biscoff cookie is really good.
I am a fan.
My favorite thing about a sandwich is that it's so easy to eat and you can do this with it.
Stop doing that.
Okay. Not bad, but not good.
Plane tickets are getting more and more expensive, but I feel like the food is kind of lessening. Like whenever we had the lobster, that was its prime.
The airplane food in the 70s was definitely the best, but the Biscoff cookies are still pretty good.
Okay, so this was our final meal, and I think
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our final destination, the 2020s. Thanks for flying with us.
okay, I gotta go.
Me too.
Did one of you seriously use the bathroom?
She did.
100 years of school lunch. Starting with
The 1920s.
grilled cheese, bread, vegetables, and a glass of milk. Wait, Liv?
What?
Are you the lunch lady?
I'm Martha. I need my money.
Okay, yeah, how much is it?
7 cents.
This whole meal cost 7 cents.
Kind of a bargain if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, thank you.
I don't
You
feel
try
like
the
that
milk.
good. No, I hate milk. God. Oh, that's pretty good actually.
You guys, I'm a
Okay.
very picky eater, but luckily for me, Andrew isn't. So Andrew's gonna be trying the vegetables
Yes, I
right now.
am. I am. Oh.
Oh my god. Sit down! Honestly, the 1920s school lunch wasn't that bad. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, because you didn't eat the vegetables.
Okay, let's move on to the 1930s.
Okay, so this is the 1930s. Okay, so we have a peanut butter sandwich.
Hold on,
Margaret
the
Robbie
accent
now.
came out of nowhere. Did you have an accent in the 1920s?
Yes, I did. Apple, vegetable broth, and your favorite milk.
A lunch in the 1930s cost 10 cents. So because of the Great Depression, schools were giving out more simple foods and trying to cut costs. Here we have a peanut butter sandwich. Oh, I'm nervous to try this.
My mouth's so dry.
I'm gonna try the vegetable broth right now. Here we go. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. Oh, that's awful.
Definitely not gonna like this one.
Oh,
What?
definitely.
Oh.
No.
Cream chip beef, rice pudding, vegetables, and milk. Again, it's not my best work, but it's edible.
Liv, how much is a school lunch in the 1940s?
It's Martha, and it's 22 cents. Thank you.
Hey, there you go. Andrew's going to be trying the cream cheese. Cookies beef, whatever the heck this is. Dude!
That is awful.
You guys, the rice pudding wasn't too hot either. Okay, the 1940s, I definitely think this is the worst decade for school lunches. I hope they get better.
This is the 1950s.
Oh my.
Listen, it's gonna get better after this, okay?
Here we have meatloaf, jello, tomato slices, and milk.
The meatloaf is sweating.
35 cents, sweetheart.
Why is it getting more
35.
expensive?
I know. Meatloaf was very easy to make, and it was easy to make for like a lot of people. That's why we have some meatloaf here. It looks like it's covered in like peanut butter or something.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Some tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes.
It's getting worse.
It
goes.
literally seems like it's getting worse and worse.
Okay, so we're in the 1960s, and like I said, it's gonna get better. Okay, so we have pizza,
Ooh.
a little salad, pudding, OJ. And this was actually the first time that pizza was added to the menu at schools.
Kind of looks a little weird.
50 cents.
50
ma'am.
cents. Here we go. This is our pizza. It's good, but it's cold. Okay, here we go.
Your typical salad.
This was the best meal that we've had so far, for sure.
Here is the 1970s.
Whoa!
Now we're talking.
Oh, Martha.
Wait, what are you doing?
I have to eat lunch too.
Okay, Martha, and how much do I owe you for this?
75 cents.
75 cents. So in the 1970s, the nutrition standards weakened because of cost-cutting measurements. So that is why there's an increase in more processed foods, and I cannot believe that they served Coke in school.
100 times better.
Okay, this is the 1980s.
Whoa.
Wow. What did you actually cook from like here?
Listen, I don't ask you questions, do I? It's $1, so.
We are getting more food, but what did you cook here?
So here we have chicken nuggets, rice pudding, a Lunchables, and a Coke. So they started to introduce Lunchables in the 1980s, and they were super popular because obviously it's very easy to throw in to a school lunch. We're gonna try a nacho.
Well, that's pretty good.
Okay, the Lunchable is not bad. It's not good for you, but it doesn't taste bad. All right, I think it's time we move on, and you guys will not believe what we're gonna be eating in the next decade. Welcome to the 1990s. So this was the peak of unhealthy meals. Schools actually allowed places like McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and Chick-fil-A to serve food at the school.
Where's Martha at though? She lost her job, huh?
We have a pizza from Pizza Hut, we have a cheeseburger and french fries from McDonald's, and we have a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. All right.
There you go.
I mean, obviously this food's gonna be good. These are still some of the most popular fast food places to date. But you guys, in this decade, obesity started to increase, so this is the last time we're gonna get to enjoy something like this.
Okay, well they couldn't get rid of me that easy. I'm back.
She's back.
And it's 2000s.
Yeah.
And we have chicken, we've got veggies, we've got fruit, and again, your favorite, milk.
Martha came right back
Yeah.
just to give us the worst lunch again.
That was just rude.
Liv, how much do I owe you for this meal?
$200.
$200?
What?
I'm at 20.
Oh, no, I still think that's too much. Are you
Okay.
sure?
$20?
$2.
I think it's because she hasn't worked in the last 10 years that she's trying to get extra money out of me.
I really need it.
So in the 2000s, this was actually the first step toward healthier meals in schools, because after the 1990s, they noticed a rise in obesity. So this is the first step to healthier meals. Okay, I'm just trying to grill chicken.
Not bad.
Overall, 2000s is not bad, but let's move on to the 2010s.
Okay, this is the 2010.
That's what I'm talking about.
This looks very familiar. On this platter, we have yogurt, salad, a ham and cheese wrap, and a cup of apple juice. How much is this, Martha?
$2.50.
This is like an average lunch, and honestly, it looks pretty healthy.
It looks healthy and good.
Why do you think that is?
Michelle Obama.
So the lunches in 2010 were honestly really good. Andrew loves the apple juice.
Yeah, fine.
Now, Andrew, I actually have a surprise for you, okay? So the next decade is 2020, and obviously Andrew and I are not in school anymore, but if we were, I packed us both lunches that I think we would bring. This is what I would bring. I have some hot Cheetos,
Oh my God.
an apple juice, a Twinkie, and some Gushers. So clearly I'm the ish in school. This is what I think you would pack if you did.
That's horrible.
Try it.
Are you kidding me? What is that?
It's the lunch that I think you would pack.
Guys, you see this? What is this, sardines?
Now let's move on to 100 years of fast food. White Castle was the very first fast food restaurant to open in the 1920s, and there are no White Castle restaurants in my city, so I just found a White Castle. This is an original White Castle menu from the 1920s, and a hamburger costs 12 cents. Like I said before, there are no White Castles around here, but I was still able to get my hands on a hamburger. Here it is. You guys don't want to know how I got this, but if you really want to know, I had it shipped to me. Am I gonna eat this, or is this thing gonna eat me? It smells like onions and mold, but here we go. Oh my God. This burger tastes like it's from the 1920s. All right, let's move on to KFC. KFC was introduced in the 1930s, and the funny thing about KFC is they used to sell it on the side of the freeway. This basket of chicken used to cost $4.95, and today it cost me $36. Guys, I don't know if we're gonna make it to the 1940s because I'm broke. I have an original KFC bucket right here, very vintage, kind of gross, and it's full of chicken. And I'm about to try this. Here we go. Okay, this is not bad. I've eaten more meat in the last 20 minutes than I have in my entire life. All right, that's enough for the 1930s. Let's move on to 1940s. This was the decade where In-N-Out was first established. So let's go order. What do you say? Are you in or out? In the 1940s, fast food places introduced drive-thrus, and In-N-Out was the first place to do it. Can I get a number 1 with French fries? Thank you. In the 1940s, this whole meal cost 30 cents, and today it costs me $10. What a ripoff. Like, let's go back. Are you in or out? I gotta stop saying that. It's so cringe and not even funny. Here we go. Now, I'm no professional when it comes to hamburgers because I don't eat them very often, but if I had to guess, I'd say this is pretty good. So there's always been a debate about which fast food place has the best hamburger, but we're in the decade where the most popular fast food place in the entire world was first opened. Yep, you guessed it, McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba! McDonald's first came out in the 1940s and is arguably one of the most popular fast food places in the world. I have an original McDonald's bag from the 1940s, and we're about to see what's inside. Okay, we have a cheeseburger. Why does this kind of look like it's from the 1940s? Now, I have to say the presentation of In-N-Out's hamburgers much better than this, but we're gonna try it anyways. Not gonna lie, this doesn't taste the best. But it is only the 1940s and they have time to improve. I also managed to get this cup from the 1940s. Guys, I'm trying to be as accurate as possible, but it's kind of hard when the cup looks like this and it's like really sticky. I can't drink out of this. You guys are trying to kill me. My meal also comes with French fries. Obviously the French fries are not old, but this packaging is from the 1990s and there's like crap on it. Well, let's try a French fry. McDonald's French fries are probably the best fries in the world, but eating it out of this packaging, not so good. The 1950s, and we're at Burger King.
Dude, Burger King's been around for that long?
Yes, Burger King started in the 1950s. I have an original Burger King bag that we're gonna be trying the food from.
No, we're gonna get some sort of a disease. Look at how old this looks. Oh my God.
Okay, hopefully the food tastes better than this bag looks.
I hope so.
So this is a Burger King menu from the 1950s, and as you can see, a cheeseburger costs 23 cents.
That is so cheap.
Now it costs about $7.
Oh my God, inflation is the worst.
It's the worst. Ugh. Oh my God, it's huge.
What the heck? Oh my God, it's huge. It's literally massive.
Oh.
For 23 cents?
Let's see if it tastes like 23 cents. Okay.
I know you don't often eat meat, but how is it?
I mean, it's a little dry. Pretty good.
You can't go wrong with a regular burger.
No.
For 23 cents, you know what? That's a good bang for your buck.
Yeah, except it was $7, you know.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box also started in the 1950s. And wait till you see what their logo looked like.
No way.
Like, is this Jack in the Box or a promo for Halloween Horror Nights?
That's what I'm thinking.
This is the Jack in the Box menu from the 1950s. And as you can see, they used to have fried shrimp.
Ew, ew. I would not trust shrimp or any fish at Jack in the Box.
No, but we have some here today.
Oh no, you can try that one.
Oh wow, there it is.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? It smells good, but does it taste good?
So the fried shrimp.
The taco.
And we have a cheeseburger. Oh, let's try this.
Let's dig in, shall we?
Not bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty good.
We have a cheeseburger. It's not bad.
I like it.
1960s, the decade where Chick-fil-A was introduced.
Dude, I heard that Chick-fil-A says that they invented the chicken sandwich.
They claim to have invented the chicken sandwich, yes. This is a Chick-fil-A bag from 2024, and this is a bag from the 1960s.
They look pretty similar.
The difference?
The only difference, check it out, this one has, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. There it is.
Yep.
In text
There's
and
the
writing
claim.
and everything.
Okay, let's see what we have inside this bag.
All right.
So obviously Chick-fil-A is known for their chicken sandwich, which is why we have
a chicken sandwich.
Out of all of the meat I've eaten so far, this looks the scariest.
Really?
It's like poking out.
But it almost looks like it's less processed. You know, it's less perfect, which is maybe a good thing.
True. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow. I don't think I'm gonna be pescatarian anymore. Whether or not they were the first people to make this, it's really good.
It slaps. Are you gonna say anything?
Pierson, this is a kid's meal bag from the 90s, and I was able to get my hands on it.
It's so cute!
Isn't it adorable?
Why don't they still have these?
I don't know. Bring back the cute bags, Taco Bell. When Taco Bell was first introduced, their menu was pretty small, but we still have a good amount of things in here. Taco Bell had a chili burger.
What? They don't have that now, do they?
No, they do
They
not.
have everything on the planet except for a chili burger.
This is a little scary because why do they not have it anymore?
Burrito.
All right, I'm not excited for this one.
Where's my Baja Blast?
So Taco Bell had chili burgers. Basically, it's like taco, but in a bun.
I don't know how I feel about that. This one's safe. This is just beans and cheese in a burrito.
Oh my God, this is weird. I'm not loving this, and I understand now why it's not on the menu today.
Was it really that bad?
It was so bad. Bees! Arby's!
Please don't do that again.
Okay, I'm sorry, my stomach was just turning, you know?
Yeah.
Arby's also opened in the 1960s, and here is their original menu. So they had an original roast beef sandwich, and they had a super roast beef sandwich.
What's the difference?
You're about to find out. So here we have the original roast beef sandwich. Pierson has the super roast beef sandwich.
The only difference is that this one has lettuce and tomato on it.
Not bad.
It's not bad at all. This is my first roast beef sandwich ever.
Wow, Pierson's first roast beef sandwich. Whew. Kind of cold. It's like super windy out. Speaking of windy, in the 1970s, Wendy's made their first debut. And they also claim that they started the drive-thru, but I don't think they've ever heard of In-N-Out. When Wendy's first opened, their most popular item on the menu was actually a fish fillet sandwich, and it was only 99 cents. It comes in this cute little bag. Let's see what we have. I have a nasty feeling that in this bag, there's gonna be a fish fillet sandwich. Oh, and I was correct. Now, there's probably a reason why they also stopped selling these, and I'm about to find out why. Here we go. Oh God, this is really, really bad. So today they're known for their hamburgers, and yeah, I can see why they switched up. This was not working for them. We arrived in the 1990s at our final fast food restaurant, Raising Cane's. Not much has changed on the menu since the 1990s, but let's give it a try. So a standard meal in the 1990s and in 2024 comes with French fries, toast, chicken, and their famous cane sauce. All right, let's try this. Really, really good. Some French fries and some chicken. Can't go wrong. And there you have it. I've eaten 300 years of 3 different foods, and now I'm gonna be sitting on the toilet for 300 years.